Hi everybody, Happy New Year. I'm going to teach everybody to speak Happy New Year in two Chinese dialects. One is Mandarin and one is Cantonese. All right, this is how we say Happy New Year in Mandarin. 新年快乐. Another one is 恭喜发财. Well done. All right, now we're going to say it in Cantonese. 新年快樂. 恭喜發財. Wow, you're fluent! All right, we're going to have a lot of performance, and now I'm going to introduce the Korean New Year.
Co-chair for the Horseman Korean Parents League. This is Veronica Oh. She's the treasurer. We're both parents of 2 kids each here at Horseman. We would like to welcome all of you to the Lunar New Year Assembly. Just quickly, I wanted to explain to you the difference between, January 1st New Year that everyone celebrates here and the Lunar New Year, which is actually today. The January 1st New Year's takes into consideration, the sun and then the earth going around the sun. It takes 365 days, and then when you split that up into 12 months, you get a month that's, 30 days or 31 days long. But the Lunar New Year takes into consideration the amount of time it takes for the moon to go around the earth, right? The moon to go around the earth. Which takes 28 days, so the month is a little bit shorter. So every year, according to the calendar we use, Chinese or Lunar New Year changes, and so this year it happens to be today on January 31st. I would like to introduce you to So Chung Shin. She's the mother of a 3rd grader here at Horseman, and she's also the Korean Parents League lower division rep. And she's a fantastic storyteller. And she's going to show you how Lunar New Year is celebrated by Koreans. Lots of different people celebrate Lunar New Year. She will show you how Koreans celebrate it. And then she will also tell you the story of the 12 animals in the zodiac, and she'll explain to you what that is. But can everyone please give a... to see you. Delighted to celebrate Lunar New Year with you today. And we're going to start off today actually by teaching you how to say Happy New Year in Korean. So if I could have some friends, students, come and help me. If everyone can come out on the stage here. Okay. So everyone and so all of the children will come and they're going to visit their parents and their teachers and everybody whom they respect, and they show their respect by doing a very big bow. Normally in Korea, when we see someone, we go like this. We say 안녕하세요 like this, but when on Lunar New Year, we do a big bow, and this bow is called sebe. So we have some wonderful friends and Miss Yo, who is going to help demonstrate how to do sebe. And then you come off, and this is how we show our respect to our elders. And usually the elders then will say some words of wisdom. They will give some advice for the new year, happy wishes, and they will give money too, brand new crisp money to celebrate the new year. Now, to say Happy New Year in Korean, we have it printed out for you first. We're going to say it one time, and then we're going to have you try it as well, okay? All right, friends, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. 새해 복 많이 받으세요. So if you can repeat after us, we're going to count to 3 and you can read it right here. 1, 2, 3. 새해 복 많이 받으세요. 새 means new, 해 means year, 많이 means a lot, 복 means blessings, and 받으세요 means to receive. So thank you very much, friends. As they're exiting the stage, I would like to invite Mr. Eshu and Ms. Steinfeld to please come and join us on the stage. We are going to share with you the story of the zodiac. Now, as you may know, this year has an animal that will be affiliated with it, and it is the year of the horse. That's right, very good. It is the year of the horse, and I'm going to tell you a story about how all of these animals came to be part of this zodiac. So, let's listen carefully. Thousands and thousands and thousands of years ago, there was a wise and gracious and beautiful king and queen who ruled the land. And they had decided that they wanted to have a system of measuring time. And so in order to be able to do this, they decided to make a calendar. And they were going to make a calendar based on 12 years. And they wanted to have an animal affiliated with each of these years. And so they decided that they were going to have a big race. And the first 12 winners of this race would be part of this calendar forever and ever and ever. So, the first 2 animals to appear at this race were the rat and the cow. Now, the rat took one look at this big, strong cow and said, "Oh my goodness, you are so big and strong. How could I possibly win this race?" And so the rat, being a very clever animal, decided to play a little trick on the cow. And so he said, "Cow, I'd like to sing a beautiful song for you. Can you bend down so I may sing it in your ear?" And the cow bent down, and the rat, instead of singing a song, just kind of whispered and mouthed some words, and then jumped onto the cow's back. And he knew that this is the way he would be able to cross to the finish line. Now, when they got to the finish line, the rat, being a very clever animal, stuck out his head and ended up first in this race. And that is how the rat became the first animal of the zodiac and the cow became second. Now, our third animal to arrive at the race was the tiger. And the tiger was swimming very strong across the river and swam through the currents, and he was able to make it across, so he became our third animal in the zodiac. Suddenly, we heard a hopping noise, and there was an animal hopping. It was a rabbit, and the rabbit was hopping along across from stone to stone, but suddenly fell. Oh my goodness, and missed one of the stones and was drowning and almost didn't finish the race when suddenly a log appeared, and the rabbit was able to grab hold of the log and make it to safety. And so our lovely rabbit finished 4th in this race. Then we heard a big swooshing noise, and a magnificent dragon came flying across. And the king was very surprised that the dragon actually did not come in first, because the dragon is such a big, powerful creature. And the king asked the dragon, "Why is it that it took you this long to finish the race?" And well, the dragon replied, "As I was flying across and over mountains and over villages, I saw many people in need, and I saw fires, and I needed to help them and blow out these fires. And I also saw a little helpless rabbit who was drowning in the river, and so I
blew out a gust of wind so that a log could float over to the rabbit and save her so she could grab hold of it and finish the race. And the king was very, very pleased, especially pleased with the dragon, because he had such a good heart and took time to save many, many creatures. Then we heard a galloping sound, and the horse appeared. And as the horse came to the race, the snake hid itself onto the horse's hoof, and they came across to the finish line, and just as they were about to cross, the snake jumped out in front of the horse, and the horse stepped back in surprise. And so the snake was able to finish the race before the horse, and they became number 6 and 7 in the zodiac. Our next group to appear was the goat, monkey, and rooster. Now, this was a team that the king was very pleased to see because they had worked together to finish the race, and they found a raft, and they were pushing the weeds out of the way, and they were paddling across, and the king was very, very pleased to see this team effort, this collaboration. And so he named the goat 8, monkey 9, and the rooster 10 in this race. Next, the dog showed up. He appeared at this race. Now, the king was very surprised because, you see, the dog is supposed to be the best swimmer of all of these animals. And so the king said, "Why is it that you took so long to come to this race and finish it?" And the dog said, "Well, I decided I wanted to take a good long bath. And that took some time, and I needed to clean myself everywhere, and so that's why I'm arriving now." And the king said, "Well, you made it into the top 12, and so you will be named number 11 into this race." Time and time passed, and no other animals had showed up, and the king and the queen thought, "My goodness, maybe no animals are going to finish this race," when suddenly the pig appeared. Now, the pig came, and the king said, "Why did it take you so long to finish this race?" And the pig replied, "Well, I was very, very, very hungry, and I decided to have a big feast along the way. And after I ate, I decided, my goodness, I'm sleepy, and I'm going to take a nap." And so, yawning and stretching, our little pig then decided to take a long nap. And when she finally woke up, she remembered, "Oh my goodness, there's a race, I need to finish this race." And so she appeared and managed to finish, and the king was pleased to have his 12 animals of the zodiac, of his lunar calendar, designated here. And this is the story of the zodiac animals. Let's give a special big hand for our king and queen. Thank you. Next, we have some wonderful presentations for you. So everyone enjoy and 새해 복 많이 받으세요.